All right, let's get started. I want to finish this. I want to finish this meteor ball because this is like the 5th episode playing with this ball, trying to get it to dissolve. I'm like super close. I did some stuff offline, and I'm super happy with it, but it's still not done. So we're gonna start looking at that now. Let's just hop in to what we got going on here. So a couple things you noticed that are different now. I got rid of that stupid seam, so I'm no longer using the UV coordinates to determine like where this little glowy rim is. Instead, I'm using a local position, a local position node. So I just pick an axis, and it's up and down. So let's see. I have all of these parameters configured. So I have this brightness. We can make it crazy bright. I think I like it brighter like that. Yep. We have erosion, so we can have it erode down to nothing. Look at that. Oh yeah. Woo! We also have this noise factor. I don't even know what it's doing. It's playing with some variable, but I like it. It makes it look a little bit more glowy. And we have this rim size. Look at that. So we can pick how big the rim is that's glowing. Oh man, that's great. So let's have this erosion go to the top. And it's gone. So this is going to be part 1 of our particle. Part 2 is the actual like particle things that flop away. Let's look at this. Let's look at the nodes real quick. Here we go. So that was the instance. You know what? I like these default params. So I'm going to take this brightness and carry it over as my default. Let's open up this meteor dissolve. So here's a couple extra things I added. This group here targets the rim. And I had to look up this clever way of doing this. So I'm using this 3-color blend node, and it's I don't think I would have thought about it unless I saw someone else do it. But that's okay, because now I know this trick, and it's added to my list of stuff. And cool. So let's see. So here, local position. Wait, before I forget, I want to set these defaults in here. So my brightness. Here's my brightness. I want my default value to be this crazy value here. I want my noise to be this by default. Where's my noisiness? Here we go. Stick that in. And I want my rim size. I think that's a good rim size. I don't know why it's negative, but it is. The numbers are just telling me what they are. Where's my rim? Did I call it rim size? Nope, called it rim. This is it. So my default values are set. Let's apply it. Now, these parameters, I'm probably not going to change anything except for the erosion. So I want this to be dynamic. So let's take this dynamic parameter and feed that into here. This one is just for testing purposes. But we're going to have that going there. This no longer makes any... Oh, the edge size. Great, 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 great. We can set that too. Not sure if I want to, but... what do we have here? We're going to transfer this default value from this scalar parameter to my dynamic parameter. Edge size is the G. We don't need these other two. Let's reset that back to 1, that back to 1. We're not using this, so let's set that back to param 3 and 4. Edge size, erosion factor. Edge size. And we don't need that anymore. But I'm just going to leave it in case we want to come back and play with it in the material instance. Can I put both of these? No, it doesn't make sense. All right, so let's save this. I want it to start out, though, like not eroded. So what's that going to be? 2.23? I'm just trying to remember. Nope. No, it isn't. Is it 0? No. Is it? Gosh. Let us... You know what? See, this is why we keep these around. Let's put this erosion back into here. Save it. And this time we have to look it up because I don't remember. Oh. Hello, subconscious. Oh, that's Damien. Hey, Damien. Awesome. So, let's see. What was I doing? All right. I want to see what number this is when it is fully... Oh, negative 3.27. So, negative 3.27 is my default value. Negative 3.27. And that's it there. And just so I remember, when is it completely eroded? We need to look. So, it's completely gone at 3.5-ish. 3.5. It's good. Okay. So... let's replace this. Edge factor. Alright. Let's save it. And let's see if we can get our particle actually erasing like that. That would be awesome. So, let's... Ooh, oh, look at that. I love that. Alright. Let's find our particle. Particle recall dissolve. Now let's only focus on the actual erosion part. You can see we have all the wrong parameters in here, but that's alright. We're going to fix that in a sec. Let's zoom in. It actually looks a lot wronger than I thought it would look. But let's fix it. So we have our ball mesh. Oh, I remember now. I know the problem now. So I think we don't want to use this better ball mesh. I think we want to use just a sphere. Let's see. Does changing this to a sphere change anything? Let's just look first. Do we have a static mesh sphere? Let's just try that. what happens? Look how tiny that looks. That might be too small. Woo, I don't know what's going on. What is going on? Sphere, maybe that's too small. What's this? Alright, it doesn't look too different. Oh wait, it's still compiling though. So let's let it compile for a sec. But see, what I want it to not look different. I'm just trying to figure out now if the reason it's not looking good is even though like it's a even though the sphere is round and so is my basketball mesh, they both have different topologies and different UV coordinates. So I'm wondering if that's affecting how this looks, and it looks like it's not, and that's what I want. That means that we could fix it by playing with these parameters rather than fixing it by changing the actual geometry of the ball. So let's put it back to what I want it to be, my better ball mesh. And let's see. So one thing I know is that this dynamic parameter, we now know it needs to go from, it's got to start at, oh, so we have our, this looks wrong, edge size. We should have two parameters, erosion factor and edge size. See that? Erosion factor, edge size. Meteor dissolve matte. Maybe I'm using the wrong material. Meteor dissolve matte. Nope, looks correct. Let's apply. Compile. Am I missing something here? Meteor dissolve matte. Okay. Nothing crazy there. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I'm just reading this wrong. Here's my erosion factor and my edge size. I don't want to modify the edge size. I'll just keep it at my default. I don't want to modify this param 3 or 4. I want this erosion to go from negative 3.27. I think that's what it was. Alright, so it's completely full, not eroded at all. And by the time I'm done, I want it to go all the way up to 3.5. 3.5. Okay, that's incorrect. We'll figure this out. Is the edge size too big? What's going on here? Okay, for one, this time is not as long. All right, so this happens within the period of 2 seconds, but I'm only playing up to 1.5, so that's one thing that's wrong. Let's say the entire effect takes 2 seconds, which might be too long. But that means we need to set all of these things to match. So we have our life cycle. The loop duration is 2 seconds. Happens only once. 0-second delay. Particle spawn. Lifetime should be 2 seconds. That's another thing. That looks fine. Kill particle when lifetime update, when it's ended. What else is wrong? This. Oh, wait, -2. What? Nope. Time is 0. Okay. It should be negative 3.27. I feel like something is wrong, right? The edge size. Maybe this should be different. Let's see, what was our edge size over here? Yeah, negative 0.44. This looks wrong. I feel like the size of this ball is different. See, look at the size of that ball. It's totally different. Oh, oh, oh. That's because this is using a normal sphere. And what we are using over there is our better ball mesh. So let's select our better ball mesh. Go back to here. There. Now we're using the same exact ball. And I feel like we need to scale the UV down a little bit. So where's our, all right, texture sample, UV. Texture coordinate. So we got 2 texture coordinates. Do we have 3? I just want to make sure I get all of them. Texture coordinates. So what we want to do is use the same. Here we got 1. Here we got 1. And here. Really, they all can be the same. So coordinate goes into here. This one goes into here. We don't need this. We don't need this. And now, before we do anything like that, we need to feed this into something so we can scale it. So let's see. Texture. How do we scale it? I'll know it when I see it. How do I modify? Can I? Texture object parameter, no. Maybe UV. Maybe the word UV. Coordinate. That texture coordinates. Nope, that's what this is. I should definitely just know this. Map. Map. UV remap. Scale UVs. can I just take this and multiply it? What if I multiplied it? All right, so this I want all of these to go into here, and this to go into here, and this to be not 0. Ooh, that's cool, but no. If I make this 1, nothing should change, right? If I make this 2, I think that scaled it. All right. Let's make this 5. Yeah. But 5 is too much. Now, I need this number to be exactly the difference between the normal ball, the sphere, and the better ball mesh. This isn't looking so bad. It's a little pokey. That's good. Let's just see how this affects the erosion over here. Doesn't really. It doesn't affect it too much. I still don't understand what's going on. Okay. So what that means is we just weren't ready to play with this dissolve over here. And the reason is our preview mesh is incorrect, for one. We want our preview mesh to be better ball mesh. It's just definitely not as good. Unless it's that sphere. All right, we might have to swap it out. But let's just see what we can do with this. Let's just see what we can do with this. Let's put this back to our erosion so we can play with it. Put back our rim. Let's apply it. And now let's hop back into our instance and play with it for a sec. Okay. So it still works. The problem is, though, our numbers are off. So, for one, that rim is a little large now. Okay. And the brightness, man, that's bright. Something a little less. And the erosion. I would like that rim to be a little noisy at the top, but I am not going to focus on that now. Okay. Maybe the brightness should be a little more. I really like it when it's bright. It kind of hides the edge of the rim, makes it look more like ethereal. Okay, we're gonna go with this. So we'll change the brightness. Right here. Brightness. Change this to match that. we will change our, all right, now our erosion goes from negative negative 0.6 to like 0.6. Okay. So that's good. Our S goes from negative 0.6 our edge size, we decided on negative 0.6. And this goes into here. Is that good? We will find out in a sec. It'll start at negative 0.6. Let's fit this curve because I can't see the whole thing. And it will go to 0.6. Okay. We're using the correct mesh. Better ball mesh. Negative 0.6. The edge size we wanted to be negative 0.6. Why does it look like it's not finishing? What if I made this 1? 3? Okay. 2.5? That looks about right. I don't know why it's different. But that's good. I think 2 seconds might be too long. 1.5 seconds. 1 second. 1.2 seconds. Okay. One 1.2 seconds. One 1.2 seconds. Okay. That's weird. I don't know. It's not doing exactly what I would picture in my head. I feel like that lifetime. I don't know, but it's good. It looks good. So let's just go with this. Let's keep that. Let's go back to. Let's go back to our particle effect. All right. Now, this doesn't look right. What I would like is those particles to come from the rim. But I just, yeah. It takes too long. Let's see. I think everything in here is fine. It's just these particles I don't like. Let's see. What if we don't make so many? What if we made 100? What if we made 500? What if they started faster? Let's see. Spawn time 0.1. Okay. What if the sphere location was a little bit larger? That's neat, but okay. What if they had more velocity, initial velocity, instead of that? What if they were... Okay. I like that better. What can we do with the noise force? It's 4 now. What if we made it 6? Eight. Not bad. Not bad. The gravity increases. What if we have it increase at a different rate? Instead of 300, what if we made it 450? No, I don't think that makes it any better. The size of these particles start at 1 and they go to 0.7. What if I made them go to 0? I think that's better. I want all of the particles to go to 0, not just X and Y. Oops. Let's see that again. Okay, I like that better. I don't think they're glowing enough compared to how much that the rim is glowing. What if I add a light renderer and made the light way more? I don't notice anything. 1,000. Don't notice anything. Nope. Don't notice anything. Nope. Color add. I don't really see what this is doing. I don't see anything. I don't see it doing anything. So I'm just gonna delete it because like I don't get it. How do we make it? How do we make those glow more? Also, how's our scale color working? maybe the time for all of these isn't enough. Let's fit these to the graph. Particle color. So we're getting the color from the particle color variable, which we're setting here. Interesting. I probably want them to match. Okay. So this is the initial color. But then when we update, we are updating the color here. Let's see, what if we turn off the scale color? I see. It looks like it's not scaling the transparency, but we want it to. See, let's see. We're scaling the alpha separately. So let's scale alpha. Float from curve. Where is it? Okay. So at time 0 and at time 1. So 1 second later, they should be. That's weird. I don't think it's happening like that. Just for fun, let's just say at time 0.3. All right, so it is working. They disappear. We want it to happen a little further. That's good. I mean, that's good. It's good for now. I don't want to like spend a month trying to get this to look perfect. I think I'm just going to call it. It's doing what I want. I need to add sound to it so it does something like, I don't know. We'll add sound. Next, we're going to add sound. The other thing we want to do is, I don't want the ball to freeze in midair when it's dissolving. Let's see how that looks. So this is what's happening now. Let's press play. Take a look at it. Oh, and that's another bug I have to remember. When it's sitting on the top, it never registers as a miss because it thinks it still has a chance to come down. But it doesn't. See how the ball freezes like that in midair? I don't want that to happen. So I have to fix that. So let's see. To make it not... To make it not freeze like that, I need to... I need to attach the particle to the ball itself. Make the ball invisible. Okay. So let's see. Where does that happen? We're going to look for dissolve. Recall ball. Right here. Spawn system at location. We destroy the actor right after we spawn it. But I don't think we want to do that. What if, instead of spawning system at location, we spawn system attached? Right? And we attach it to this component instead of the location. Auto destroy. And instead of destroying the actor, which is not gonna, that's not gonna work, we want to make the ball invisible. So let's see. Visible. Oops, I did not want to double click. We want it to be not visible. But we don't want to propagate it to its children because the particle will now be its child. Let's just see what this does. Let's just see what it does. It didn't do anything. Did I do something wrong? Spawn. Oh, I didn't pick a particle effect. We want recall dissolve. That will be helpful. Cool. That was weird looking, but not sure what. So definitely the ball did not go invisible. Visibility off. Weird. I'm not sure what's happening there. What if we destroyed... I mean, I can't picture this. I can't picture this doing anything good. Yeah, it just destroyed everything. So I want the particle to take the place of the ball. I feel like that should work. All right, I'm going to abandon that idea because it was better before. What I want is to spawn at the location. I could have probably just... Okay. So this is what I want to happen. Go back to what we had. And what if, when I spawn this system, what I want to do is pass on the velocity of the ball just a little. So if it's going down, I want it to continue to go down. You know? So what if I gave it some gravity? Let's just see what happens. I just want to try it. I just want to try it. Unmet dependencies. I want this to go above. Scale color. Blah, blah. Okay. Way too much. Let's give it... Now, this might have to be... This force might have to be, like, carried over. -90. That's kind of cool. Who knows what it's going to look like? Let's just try it out. It's kind of neat. I think it needs a little more. Instead of -30, let's give it -100. Whew. That's interesting. It needs to move faster down. Too fast. Too slow. Interesting. Let's just see what it looks like. It looks more organic than just freezing in midair. You know, it might be passable. Like, I think I could just like accept it. I like it. I think that's good. I think I'm gonna stop with that. Maybe, you know what? Next episode, I think I'm gonna add a sound to that. It can't just be silent, like just stupid. I'm gonna add a sound. Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, I'm gonna go do real work. Bye.